Now let me tell you one thing. Have you ever wondered, someone comes onto the stage and speaks so flawlessly, without any effort. And then you think, oh wow, what speech. I'm also going to do something like that. And then you come onto the stage. Halfway through, you forget the punchline. It does happen. Yes. Here comes something which we call as competence. But does that actually work alone? Or there is something which we call as rehearsal. So today is the thing which we're going to talk about. Does the eternal debate of competence and rehearsal go hand in hand? Does competence only survive or rehearsal makes a difference? Or there is a competition between them? So let me tell you one. Way back in 2018, when I gave my first icebreaker speech, I thought I nailed it. I thought I know what I have to do. I lived the story, so I'm going to walk on the stage like fire. Halfway through the speech, I forgot one point. I deviated. Then I deflected. But the audience laughed. The audience enjoyed. But I realized one thing. There is competence, but there was no rehearsal. It's a message. I realized later that indeed, whatever I know, unless and until I practice, it is not going to happen. Let's understand what is competence. Competence might be natural, inborn, a fiery speech you know how to deliver. You know that you can do it. It builds the fire within you. But we need to understand what is rehearsal. If confidence is the fire, rehearsal gives wings to that fire. But what we do, we believe that we can do it, but we don't practice. The mirror speaks. Those awkward video calls, they help you realize. Those voice messages which are weird, they give direction to you. Those questions, wow, why did I say that? Moments make a lot of difference. All these lead you to practice. And that is where the term rehearsal comes into between. Because when competence is strong, rehearsal makes it fly higher. So are we doing that? These Toastmasters meeting are the perfect stage for you to commit those mistakes. They help you realize the timing. Those ums, those flawless falters on stage where you stop and scratch your head and think, oh, I forgot. Then you start mumbling. You make those mistakes on this very stage, you rehearse on this very stage, and then you come out like TPSP Singh here. Do you think that all the champions, the TED speakers, the YouTube bloggers, the area champions, the division champions, the Sadak champions like SP Singh and myself, obviously, yes? We just have competence, or there was rehearsal? There's hours and hours of practice behind the scene. While I was just having breakfast there, someone asked me that, why are you reading? I said, you'll get the answer when I speak today. Exactly. No matter how confident you are, no matter how much intense intelligence you are, unless and until you rehearse, that means you practice, it's not easy to perform. Do you think all the political leaders, all the business leaders, all the social gatherings where people speak so confident and flawlessly, they speak just like that? They have the scripts way in advance ready for them. They keep on practicing because they don't want to falter on stage. They have the confidence, but they rehearse. They use stages like these to practice. So today I am inviting you to this particular stage. Come, practice, make mistakes, and then proceed further. That is how we actually progress. Let me tell you one thing. Whenever we talk about competence and rehearsal, what does a good story require? We all know that it requires an opening, a body, and a conclusion. But what does it require at the same time? A good storytelling is what? It is a message you deliver to the rest of the audience. Because that's a story you have lived. There's a story which gives emotions to the audience, probably laughter to the audience at the same time. But there's a message in every story. You might be competent enough to give that message, but if you are not rehearsing, that message will not be delivered. You think that you know everything perfectly, but if you are not rehearsing for that particular message to be delivered to the audience, then I still remember a message, because Toastmaster Speaking is here already. The first Area 18 contest, and I remember that he said, Malayalam. And then he used this towel and then he did like this. How do I remember that? Because that was the story delivered with competence, with lots of rehearsal behind the scene. Am I right or am I right? Right. How do you remember good stories? You remember when the speaker has practiced for so long. 2018, 2025. A story which is good, which has got lots of competence and rehearsal, reflects and stays in the minds of the audience for long enough to come. I just give you an example. There are numerous examples from our own district where good speakers have performed to the best of their abilities, but just not by competence, but by rehearsal. So my next question is rehearsal important or competence is the necessary hit?
Both go hand in hand.
So that means I have to work hard more now to get to another answer. All of us have had beautiful moments in life which we actually deliver as stories. Whenever we're having a story, what does the story contain? It has emotions, it has a message, it has some concrete substance. So all these clubbed together, the delivery makes a difference. So we practice. Somebody practiced, one of my mentors, he used to go to the Cornish to practice waves. Then I realized that what is the best way for me to practice? I travel all the way from Thai, 165 kilometers. I have this 20 kilometers of mountain, Haga mountain. I used to look at the mountains and practice. The passers-by used to think, what's wrong? I lived that moment. I lived that moment. I used to talk to the mountains because it was the best time. Nobody around to disturb you, nobody to judge you. People talk to the mirrors, to the waves. I use the mountains. That is how we come forward. You commit mistakes. You record your own audio and see where you are giving a pause. Because a good pause twits. It creates such an impact that all of you feel that there's something coming up. A high-pitched tone delivers a message, a low-pitched tone reflects emotion. All this makes the story flow. But again, now let me put this straight. Is competence important or rehearsal? Both. Well, let me bring it to you. Spoiler alert. There is no competition. Both of them go hand in hand. It's like the tenacity with the flow of waves. It's like a painting without color. It's like the melody without rhythm. They go hand in hand. And that's what makes the difference. And we need to understand that. So let me ask you again. Rehearsal or competence? Rehearsal. Both. There's no competition. Because for a good storytelling, you need to have that emotional intelligence to club that with rehearsal. That is what makes it impact. Toastmasters platform gives us an opportunity. That's why we ask everyone to come and make mistakes, because here we are not judging you as a person, but we are judging you as your speech is being delivered, so that you perform a much better version of you over a period of time, which all of us great leaders have done that over a period of time. Let's keep our focus straight. Let's attend our meetings regularly. Let's practice our storytelling. Let's give those punchlines. Let's practice so much that we rehearse answers on the stage and make a difference. Can we all do that?
Yes.
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 Storytelling, competence, rehearsal, when they intersect, the message is delivered. When the message is delivered, leaders are born by default. Thank you very much for hanging here.